Yo, what's up? So today we'll be reacting to chapter 228 of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Do you like living in the demon realm? Damn, they still got him strapped up to the bed. So yeah, Joonghyuk was like really surprised that Kim Dokja knew everything about him because I guess apparently he may have influenced the author to create this character, which is kind of crazy. Right, and his personal attributes are pretty interesting. He has a wall, which I don't know how it's tied to Dokjo's fourth wall, but I guess we'll see if there's a connection. How did you... Oh right, you don't use your real name here. How do you know my real name? I created you. I was just thinking it might be a good idea to just add a new character. If I hadn't written that comment back then. And it'd be nice if it was a pretty cute hooker. Bro, he was a gooner. Then maybe wouldn't even exist here. Damn. Further background. Well, Joonghyuk's a regressor, so maybe a dimensions. Oh, so... Oh, I thought it like could have been a coincidence. He literally specified the power as well. At least the second protagonist might not have had to suffer from moving through dimensions. Oh, so he kind of feels some guilt. You're not talentless. You just aren't aware of your talent yet. What are you talking about? What's wrong, Aslan? What's all the commotion about? Eileen. Who are you really? What have you done to him? Damn, she's getting pissed. They must be from the Siswitz Civil Council. Duke Siswitz, huh? He's pretty ambitious, isn't he? After all, he refused high-ranking positions in great demonic realms and came all the way to this border realm. He's not even being discreet. Like, I don't know how they're going to take this information. Duke Siswitz probably asked you to create giant soldiers, right? What? Dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, her character's design is beautiful. That guy recently went on a tour of the underworld, and he's been sort of off-kilter since. That's why he's asking the impossible of you. He doesn't know what he's doing. How do you know all this? But now that you've refused him 3 times, he'll surely drag you away next time. Are you prepared for that? Bro, how do you have all this information? It's like he's omniscient. If you accept my request, I can stop the Duke for you. Who are you? My name is Joonghyuk Yu, so that's his play. He's gonna dump all the blame onto him. I'm going to become the Demon King of the 73rd Demon Realm. Oh shit! There we go. We finally got it out of him. It kind of looks cool at night. I'm not gonna lie. Probably better than living in SF. Your notoriety is spreading in the 73rd Demon Realm? Interesting, so he gets noticed for that. But he has to know there's only one guy who would do that. There's only one guy who would do that, right? Like, yep, Dokja Kim. That's sick. The Demon King of the 73rd Realm? Whoa. Eileen and the Civil Council members were shocked that there was someone who declared that so easily. I want to see this guy's face. Huh? Their reaction is different from in TWSA. So what I mean is, on the other hand, Dokja Kim felt he'd gotten stronger for some reason. Like, physically? That was a habit he'd had since his school days. When his self-esteem was low or something important in his life happened, he'd say to himself. Bro, that's kind of embarrassing. Since when has the Darn Fourth Wall been awake? Could you all give us some privacy for a moment? The glasses are off. I need to talk with this man alone. Yo, don't get nervous, bro. Could you release me before we talk? This isn't really an ideal position for conversation. You said you'll become the Demon King. Do you understand just what that means? Yeah, I'd also garner attention. Okay, so the other Demon King, or the other Demon Realms, they're all existing simultaneously, and each one has a king. So this is the latest one, I guess. And this has been the latest one for thousands of years? Dude, like, how old are some of these Demon Kings? I saw what stories you have while I was treating you, but I haven't gotten a clue what you're thinking. What's the problem? Duke Siswis is strong. Likely stronger than what you'd imagine. I understand your confidence because I've seen the surprising stories you have. But I want you to prove that you're trustworthy. Let's make an oath of existence. Oh, Dope just adjusted that. No matter what we speak of here, we cannot leak it to others. Dude, an oath of existence is like the most convenient thing. Like, it's such a reliable way, I feel, because it's not just in ORB, right? I feel like other stories have some kind of like binding pledge, like if you lie, you die, kind of thing. It's so neat. Because ultimately, like, there's no way to know for sure if someone's lying, except for something like this. It's a good storytelling trick, I think. I'd also prefer if you didn't reveal my identity. This oath extends to all the council members who help mend your stories, so don't worry. Okay, nice. The plant is the heart of the industrial complex and the nucleus of power, so you want to eradicate the nobles. I guess they've been taxing her. The IRS. You must all be returnees, so why are you trying to interfere with the ecology of the demon realm? Because we're not yet returnees. Okay, so then where are they from? Some of them fail the scenario, and some hate their homeland and stay somewhere else. Those who have given up on returning for whatever reason must make their new home into their homeland. So, Joonghyuk is prepared to just set up shop here. There have been a lot of assassination attempts. The plant has a staggering 100 or so low-ranking nobles, like barons and viscounts. We faced, I think, a couple... Oh, we saw the baron and the viscount, right? There are even 10 counts and 2 marquises. No, so I think we saw a baron and a marquise last chapter. That doesn't sound too bad, but... yeah, Dokja can wipe those guys out. I want to make sure you're of the caliber to face the nobles. As luck would have it, a suitable opponent has come to visit Siswitz. The Gilobot Industrial Complex's envoy. Yeah, I gotta like write down all these names. So we have these two industrial complexes, Siswitz and Gilobot. I guess there's tension between the two of them. I do feel bad for you, though. If I can make good use of this opportunity to make the nobles fight amongst one another, it should be possible to create a divine amongst them. This can be our first deal. Fine, what do you want in return? Men, my physical incarnation, whenever I ask for it in the future. For free, of course. Dude, man's a bargainer. There's one more thing. Lend me a scenario. I need your people's revolutionary scenario. Ah, can she lend a scenario? Don't you need like a Dokkaebi or something? Demon Realm has been unpopular amongst the constellations. Part of that was because the constellations' demon kings didn't get along, but the other reason was that most of the incarnations that entered the Demon Realm were failures. Damn, that's kind of harsh. This tastes good. Who among these people was the revolutionary? So what is this scenario? There are scenarios in the Demon Realm as well. One of the main scenarios here is the revolutionary. Was one that even the dukes had their eyes on. We don't know who the revolutionary is either. So they just have to identify who it is. I can't offer the scenario without even knowing who the revolutionary is, so you don't have any information on them. Even if we gathered info, the revolutionary changes each month. Honestly, who would come forward to say they're the revolutionary if the role came to them? We have no idea where there might be spies. Yeah, tell us about the scenario. Scenario number is different each time, but those who will receive this scenario event are predetermined. It's always given to the subjugated class. It makes sense. If it's a revolutionary, it should be someone who's a peon, so to speak. Citizens of this place remember vividly what happened to the last person to declare they were the revolutionary. So don't just search through everyone. They'll all get nervous. Interesting. So I guess next chapter they'll explain more of what the revolutionary scenario is, but I mean, I'm glad, like, Dokja seems to have a little squad here now with Eileen and Joonghyuk. I don't know if either of them are fighters, though. It seems like he's gonna have to do a lot of the heavy lifting himself. And with a damaged body, I think it might be dangerous. But you know what's interesting? I think since Joonghyuk, his now... I feel like if he puts two and two together, he'll realize Dokja is not only alive, but he's in the demon realm, right? Like, who else would be spreading his story there? Doesn't make sense to be anyone else. So, maybe we could have Joonghyuk come back and help him. That would be sick. And that'd be OP, like, for sure. Like, the two of them. What is this the fourth time he's pulled the I am Joonghyuk stuck? Even the real YG knows it's him whenever someone's self-impersonating him now. Yeah. Fucking Dokja. Yeah, that's a common thing. Okay, good chapter. I'm really interested to see what the revolutionary scenario is, because if it's just figuring out who it is, you can't really use strength. You gotta use some kind of cunning, some kind of tactics. So, that'll be interesting. Yeah, excited to see the next scenario. Comment down below, who is your favorite character in this new set of characters, and also what anime are you guys currently watching, because I feel like this season's been stacked. ReZero, Danmachi, Blue Lock. Yeah, I've been struggling to keep up with all of them, but I think this season's pretty good. Alright, see you guys.